everybody, it's Gwen from DNFU, and I'm here with Courage Productions in downtown Naperville along the beautiful Riverwalk. I love this area. There are tons of restaurants, bars, shopping, and of course, memorable geocaches. If you've never been to Naperville before, I highly suggest that you come for a visit. If you really need an excuse, I suggest coming out to do one of many of stashtracker's caches in this area. You won't be disappointed. Now, if you haven't heard of stashtracker before, you may not be familiar with how cool of a destination this could be. Not only is Naperville conveniently located in the middle of the Chicago suburbs, but stashtracker is listed as the number 5 all-time favorite hider in Illinois. How lucky are we to have stashtracker here in our area to give us these challenges? Any stashtracker hide is definitely worth a visit. Stashtracker hides is called Mural on the Wall. This cache combines many works of artists in a small radius around the downtown Naperville area. The beginning coordinates lead you to a giant mural on the side of the building and then brings you to all 6 other works of amazing art. Naperville has many hidden pieces of artwork, and stashtracker has definitely taken advantage of it. You'll see some beautiful paintings as well as learn about local history in this walking tour of downtown Naperville. Along the way, you'll pass many opportunities to eat, shop, and drink in downtown Naperville. Let's get started. You learn about geocaching.
Well, as I recall, it probably goes back about 8 years, and I can't tell you exactly, but I stumbled upon letterboxing, and the letterboxing kind of intrigued me, and I got involved in doing some clue hunting. Of course, is more letterboxing rather than the technology, but got involved in it and enjoyed it, and somehow I stumbled upon geocaching, which then I took up with vigor because I really enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I can remember a story about my son who proposed to his wife using letterboxing.
Really?
And created clues along the Riverwalk here that led to a proposal.
That's great.
So it
Cute.
was fun. So that's kind of the background about how I got involved.
Do you still do letterboxing today?
I don't. I really don't. The website is still out there and active, and once in a while I'll get an email from somebody that's trying to locate one of these old letterboxes, but it's just, for me, not as much fun as geocaching because there's no interaction or very minimal interaction with the people that participate in it. You just don't get the feedback that you do with geocaching, which is what really turns me on. I enjoy the logs. I enjoy when I've gotten a great comment about one of the geocaches. That's what turns me on.
How about when you geocache, what do you like in other people's caches?
Well, I'm always looking for a quality cache, somebody that's put the time and effort into the cache. I can remember, and again, it's kind of humorous because I don't have that many finds. I think I've got about 47 finds and 54 total hides. 22 that are still active right now, but I can remember some of the first attempts at finding, and they were basically plastic sandwich bags blowing in the wind. And it's just, that kind of stuff is just not what geocaching should be,
right?
What it should be all about. So I'm looking for somebody that's put the time and effort into it and tried to create something a little creative, challenging, but not too challenging, not over the top, but something that's an adventure and fun to find.
And all your inspiration for your creativity and your hides. How do you think of those things? Where does that come from?
I probably, it goes a little to, what I used to do for a living, which was marketing, and working on developing communication pieces and marketing materials, sales materials. That's kind of what I did for a living. And some of that carries over.
Yeah, you need to be
but
creative.
It's something as a kid I can think back. I've always enjoyed the hide and seek.
Yep.
And I'm still a
How
kid.
do you come up with such creative hides?
Yeah.
You only have 47 finds, so you haven't
Yeah.
seen that many, but your hides are amazing and so creative that I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to come up with those types of hides if I've never seen them before, but you know exactly what to do, what people like, what people are looking for, and what makes a great cache.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how you knew to do that.
I guess a lot of it's trial and error too. I think part of a good cache is being able to pick up on comments that people have left when they've logged a find. And I go back and will change a cache, even one that I've put out there, to make it better. Because sometimes you think something's going to work, and you've worked at it and you've worked at it, and when it's actually out in the field, it's a bomb. It just doesn't work.
Giving feedback.
So I'm more than willing to go back and make a change.
What do you like to see?
Yeah, well, I really enjoy when somebody has enjoyed the hide, basically. Somebody that has kind of put something funny together that's indication to me that they really had fun during the cache. And I mean, I can laugh, I can enjoy the reading of it, and I can just imagine myself out there and all the effort and everything that I try to put into making it a fun adventure. It makes it worthwhile.
Right.
When somebody responds and said, I really enjoyed that cache.
So no TFTC for you?
No.
No, I like the logs too.
Yeah.
After doing Wild Hogs, Mural, Jurassic Park, Mule and a Shovel, Paddle Boat, and Solomon Merrick, I have a very good feel for the town of Naperville now. What is this your home turf? Do you live here?
It is.
Or what draws you to this area?
We live in Naperville. We moved down here about 7 years ago. We had lived in Northbrook, Illinois for 32 years, raised our family there. My son started this movement to the west. He kind of had an apartment here in Wheaton, got married down here. My daughter found her husband in Chicago. They moved out here, and at one point we were all in Naperville. My daughter has since moved to Plainfield. My son is in Oswego. So we're about 10 miles still.
Keep going west, further west.
You know, we came down here basically chasing the grandkids, and we're very involved with them. We enjoy kind of sharing, good times, and I've taken the grandkids out geocaching.
Yeah.
They love it.
Do they have their own team name?
They don't yet. I think they're getting close. The oldest is 9, and I think we're going to get them involved with geocaching.
How about your son? Does your son have a team name?
He does not. He does not. He's, starting out in business, and he's very involved with his job and stuff like that, and starting a family. His youngest is about 8 months old, so
yeah, he's busy, I'm sure.
Busy people, and but they know about my geocaching, and they're always asking me, "Have you hidden one of those treasures yet?"
Treasures. I know that you hide some hides for the DST event. Do they? Does Geo, John, and Carol call you and ask you to volunteer to place one, or are you?
They usually do.
Are you friends with them?
I've met them several times. I try to accommodate them when they've got an event. I know how much effort goes into putting one of those events on, and if I can in some small way kind of be a part of that, I try to. I haven't gone to one of the breakfast events, strangely enough.
There's lots of bacon there.
I'll have to do
Lots of
that,
cashiers and lots of bacon.
yeah.
We actually interviewed John and Carol last weekend. So
Really?
we did the same thing that we're doing now with them at an event.
I sure want to throw my kudos out to them because they're more than supportive of all the geocaches that I've put out there, and some of the funniest kind of things that I can remember about geocaching actually involve both of them. And I think I stumbled upon one of them or both of them when I was doing maintenance on one of my own caches.
Oh, really?
And I love to kind of pretend like I'm just an average Joe kind of walking through the woods, and we'll kind of question what they're up to. And it's very humorous to hear people kind of stumble around. Well, I'm, coming on, they never quite can describe this goofy thing that we are all involved with. And so it's kind of a humorous kind of things, but they're great people. And all the people I've met in geocaching are fun.
Everybody's so nice.
People, and just great.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to one of your caches and sat back and watched somebody hunt your cache?
Yeah, that's what I even from a distance, I've seen people, and I'll kind of hang back and just kind of watch them, go in circles and circles and get smaller and smaller. And it's fun to watch other people search for your own cache.
Yep.
I'm always amazed, though, how quick people find caches. It's just incredible. I might spend a month coming up with a concept and, moving things around and creating multis, and, within an hour.
Yeah, all the work
after
that you
it's
put
posted,
in.
Somebody's found it. And it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's great for your hides, because I know that when people see a stash tracker cache posted, that people rush right out to do those because they have a high quality reputation, and they're very, very legendary, since your hides are so creative.
I try, and again, what motivates me is when somebody has fun and enjoys the adventure that I've tried to create, and that's what geocaching should be, and what I try to do.
Yep. I've done a couple of your caches recently here in the Naperville area, including Mural. And Mural was amazing because it brought us all around the downtown Naperville area to different buildings and restaurants and shops, and to just see some beautiful artwork. So I was thinking maybe we can go now in front of one of those murals and finish the interview.
We could get a cup of coffee.
That sounds great. All right, let's go.
Good.